Hello, wherever, whenever, and whoever you are, and welcome to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to the Tomb of the Nine Gods, the ending of the Tomb of Annihilation campaign, as we delve deeper and deeper to defeat the evil Lich Lord Lalloch and his evil plans for stealing the souls. Hey, Artis, thank you for the sub. Robochex, Ohio, and Papa Dragon, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Artis, who gets the spin? And thank you for the half year. Happy half year. We, my friends, are rejoining, as I said, as our adventurers delve into the depths of the Tomb of the Nine Gods. Oh, hang on, this overlay is slightly skewed. And the unfortunate mean is that Amaris does not have a crystal. Ha. Okay. Sorry. But Amaris does get the spin of the wheel. Thank you, Artis. Where's my wheel? Where's my wheel? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Spin! What's it gonna be? Shenanigans? Magic switch. Looks it. Okay.
I don't, bro.
The U is not you. February 10th. Maris, who's also enjoying Upsal Charisma. That makes sense. Ultimately life. There you go. And we have, as I said, yes, our friends here in the Tomb of the Nine Gods, trying to find a way down into Lalloch's lair that they may confront him and hopefully destroy the Soulmonger and its grasp on the afterlife that it has, and Waku's search for ultimate power, and Amaris' search to reclaim the city of Olmu and her throne that is hers by birth. And we, joining these two here, we will have a bold barbarian Goliath ranger, who's actually a fighter, but pretends to be a ranger. Very, very
Say,
soon.
when did he become a ranger?
I mean, sorry, the guide kind of thing that he's doing. But we, an army of mimics saved the party. Well, they had a mimic in the layer above this papa, and he wasn't too friendly, I'm afraid, as they are wont to be. Last time we were here, they had discovered this interesting tomb. They have been exploring the various tombs of the Nine Gods who were destroyed by Lalloch and buried here, along with all of Amaris' ancestors, servants and minions and subjects. That's what I was looking for. As
that
the
thing.
people of Olmu were first forced to create this trap-filled dungeon and then test it in a very real way. They have been finding these various tombs of the Nine Gods, and the little sparks of them that still remain have been taken on board. Hugh, our Goliath, Tiny Time character art, is accompanied by Moa, the god that gives them the ability to go invisible, but forces them to always be truthful. Waku is accompanied by Obolaka, who gives them an extra attunement slot for magical items, but forces them to be very cautious. So, Waku. Not too much change there. Embra, Scarlet's unfortunately unable to join us today, is accompanied by the Froghemoth, presenting form of Kubazan, which gave our little celestial construct friend Uber strength. They're now strength 23. To do big, strong things. But they have become a little reckless with it. And last but not least, Amaris is accompanied at the moment by the Grung god Nangnang, who is a bit of a treasure hoarder and insists that they snatch up treasures as quickly as possible, which has led to Amaris being here in the tomb of Ijin. Bounced through the open doorway to loot the corpse of the dwarf cleric of the company of the Yellow Banner, this company of adventurers who preceded you and has been destroyed by the tomb that you've been finding the remains of here and there. And in doing so, the stone block rose from the floor again, sealing off the entrance and revealing once again the jackal-headed painting with its gold medallion and locusts all around. And you had also found where our friend Hugh is standing there, a peephole which had some sort of magical magnifying device within that focused in on this medallion and revealed the sign of a vulture. Now, in these handy little hints that the playful Larlock has left around the dungeon here, it was mentioned that the vulture was the first step, and Amaris has leapt onto the vulture floor tile. And I'm actually going to switch up the map here because we have a special map just for this tomb. Here it is. Ta-da. Zoom in. Embra, our celestial construct, sent her familiar, the fiery snake Kai, along with Amaris, just for safety's sake. And that is where we find ourselves. You got the new map there, see, Maddie?
Yes.
So you are there next to the poor remains of the dwarf. But you did get the treasure, as you had hoped.
I did.
We have the funeral barge in the center there with its golden sarcophagus, presumably containing the remains of Ijin. It is topped with the little bunny corns of Ijin's material world form. And we return to the tomb and to our adventurers here as they try and decide how to safely proceed, for they have seen a premonition of what would happen here as they saw a vision of the dwarf being consumed by clouds of locusts issuing forth from those Gynofinx statues in the corners there. So, Waku, Amaris, as Emperor and Hugh are lost deep in thought, what do you do? Amaris, so you've looted, and then you kind of stand up and like the urgings of the trickster gods that kind of forced you into this path of action kind of ebb away as you now have the treasure. And you look around and remember Hugh's description of what they saw. Actually, I think you all saw through that jackal's mouth, didn't you? Through that entranceway there into this chamber. What do you say to Kai?
Well, I done fucked up.
Oops.
I got no plan.
So
Except not to step off foot.
Yes, you very carefully keep on your square there. Okay, we go outside to Waku. Waku, what are you doing?
There was a thing to look through, I think.
Right, there was that kind of you bend kind of round the corridor, and then there was a gap through the solid wall there, which had like these magnifying glasses in. Yeah, you're gonna go and give a little boost from Hugh and look through there.
Yes.
Okay, you do that, and as you peer through, you see that. Oh, I just saw that subscription was tier 3 as well. Thank you so much. Legend. You look through the peephole, and Hugh had described seeing the vulture map symbol before, when he peered through. You do not see that. As you peer through, let's have a look here.
What do my cobalt eyes see?
Okay, so yes, where it had been, the vulture is what I'm talking. Where it had been the vulture before, you peer through, and now it depicts a serpent.
Do I hear any of this?
No, there's a very solid ceiling of the block of stone there behind you. You cannot hear beyond, I'm afraid. But fear not, because Waku, as you peer through that peephole, and I swear this is as written, not just because Scarlet is not here, so we can't use Kai. And this is as written in the module. As you peer through that peephole, Waku, you feel a psychic connection develop, and you just hear in your mind Amaris' voice. Well, I'm fucked.
Yeah. You are fucked.
Hey!
And Amaris, You hear Waku's voice in your mind.
So where am I going?
I don't know.
What the fuck do you mean you don't know?
How many gemstones you got?
Oh no. Oh no.
Out of here safe and sound first before you start talking about things like that. That'd be great, because if I die, then you're not going to get them anyway. So...
That's a good point.
No
However,
shit, Sherlock.
what does a dwarf have?
Maddie honestly does not remember right now, so...
Do you tell him?
No, she's like... Death! Avoiding death first, then we discuss.
He's a...
I was gonna help you through anyway.
Did you say you were or weren't?
It was. Yeah.
I heard
Okay,
one.
great. No, I just couldn't hear.
Go to the snake.
Stick.
Okay,
Boom.
you leap diagonally forward and pause, like looking nervously at the Gynofinx statues. Nothing happens. But Waku, you see the serpent symbol rotate away. There seems to be some kind of disc behind the gold pendant. You know, the bearded devil face gold pendant, and it rotates to reveal a door.
There's a door. Yeah, it's a door.
Is that the thing that's diagonal to the left?
Let's go and see. That's what Waku tells you.
I'm genuinely asking, is that what the door symbol is?
I mean, he's saying maybe.
Okay.
Waku says it's a door. You need to figure out what the door means.
Educated guess. We're gonna go here.
It seems to have stood you in good stead, and you safely leap onto the next one.
Not dead yet.
Good news.
Oh, good.
Waku, again, as Amaris steps onto the next tile, the disc rotates once more, revealing a grass reed.
It's some sort of plant.
Plant. Plant is this one. Boom.
Again, safely moving forward, Amaris skips forward into the candle-lit square that depicts the reeds. Waku, again, a rotation occurs, and you see a scarab beetle.
There's some sort of bug, some sort of beetle.
Can you see the map?
I'm gonna assume that that's
I
the one
can't.
right in front of me because I thought it was a beard, and I was real confused.
I mean, it's one of the ones right in front of you. There are two, which I think is quite
I
amazing.
know. She's gonna. Well, the platform's that way. We're gonna go this way.
Okay. You manage to leap safely onto the next one.
Oh yeah.
And Waku, you see a rotation once more, revealing the mark of a scepter.
A scepter?
It's some sort of rod with like a pointy bit on the end, like 4 pointy bits and a circle-y thing.
Oh, like a fan thing. Okay. Well, this is great. I don't know which direction to go. Left or right?
It doesn't say left or right.
Well,
It
Oh
says
yeah, there's two of them, isn't there?
stick with a pointy bit.
okay. Waku. Left or right?
Good adventurers always go left.
Except when we don't and we go right.
Yeah, Archie's put it best, yeah. Left is always right.
No, it's not. Can attest to it. Been there, done that.
You step safely onto the marker of the scepter. Waku, the next safe tile is revealed to be a foot. Safety is a foot.
It's one of those things you humans have.
You have feet.
I have very different
He
looking
has
feet.
claws. Okay, this one. Yep.
And once more, a rotation waku, and a picture of an urn is revealed.
I'm gonna guess
Wait, don't move yet. I didn't tell you what it was.
I forgot. Go ahead. Maddie's assuming that that's what.
It's some sort of box, like
Box?
a box for dead stuff.
A box for dead stuff?
Yeah, like when they don't want to get raised and they burn it, they burn their bodies and they put it in like a box.
I don't know what you mean. I have a snake, the plant thingies, a vulture. I'm gonna assume that it's this one since it's the only thing that looks kind of like a
container?
box,
Yeah.
but it's not a box. It's round.
Listen, do you want my help or not?
You're the one who said box, and it's not a box.
All right, then the next one's the foot again.
Before
Is it really?
Amaris, before he says that, as you stepped onto that last that last tile, several things happened all at once.
Okay, great.
The gold sarcophagus on the barge opened,
Okay.
like a spring was sprung. The stone block at the far end of the room sank into the floor once more, and you can see a nervous-looking Embra there, and Kai kind of like swoops over to boop noses and come back to you. And the floor seems to settle. And like you felt each time you stepped onto one of the tiles, it did depress a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole floor just like goes down, and there's like a poof of dust like blown up into the air, as it seems like the floor has deactivated.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
you guys come in if you want, and then she's gonna go up here.
Okay,
Yeah, I go cast.
let's pop back to the main map so everyone can come and play. As we do have this room in there as well, just without the markings.
Yep. Where did they go?
I run over to the body.
I'm already there.
Nothing but bones, I'm afraid.
That's not why I'm running over to the body.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Wants to take away the.
Well, he lost his zombie. We have to be sympathetic to poor Wacky.
I have two things I'm gonna do. First, I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead because I can do it at will.
Ah. Nice. Okay, so you do that, and let's do Amaris's thing first.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So yes, Amaris, you go running over, and you can see. So I'm just trying to find our tomb here.
Mm-hmm.
5. Yeah. Let's get the official Sirenscape Tomb of Annihilation sounds thrown in here. Okay.
My Sirenscape wasn't loaded properly. Thanks for reminding me.
Oops. Everyone, do check out Sirenscape if you want official stuff for the various official adventures. I know they just did the new Vecna-based one recently. And found over and below, and everything's in there. Oh, it's not just that. Did I make it the full word? That seems excessive. Nope. Oh, hang on. Is bloody thing not working? Oi.
Actually, good.
Oi. Are you doing that thing where you randomly turn off?
I mean, I'm doing that thing.
Cloudbot.
Red.
Yes.
Oh.
Activate Cloudbot. Yes, I will activate Cloudbot. Because I always have it on.
What did you
There we
activate
go. Sorry, folks. It just randomly turn itself off from time to time. Okay, so yes, there's the link for Sirenscape. if you want to get some cool stuff for your games too, because they got lots of nice things. And you can upload your own music. You may have noticed certain Assassin's Creed music playing before, which I like to get in there. Now, you head up to the sarcophagus, Amaris.
Yes, I do.
And you see the top shifted askew with all of those little almirages on top. And you can... let's have a look here. It looks very valuable, which, Nang Nang gets very excited about. And Waku, it looks very, very, very nice to you as well. But it does look very heavy as well. And tricky to lug around a dungeon. Perhaps something to deal with later. You peer inside Amaris and see the fragile bones of an almirage. The little bunny corn that was Ijin's animal form, as well as its spiral horn.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna touch the horn.
You're gonna grab the horn? Okay. As you do, streamers of light starts to emanate from its form, and oh, there it is. I was like, where's the thing?
Quick, let me in. We must stop
You mean
that
Larva?
survivor.
Don't talk over the sound effects. How rude. Remember, there's a delay. It's on stream later than you hear.
Oh, okay.
It's stuttered.
Okay. Yes, streamers of light emanate from the tip of the horn, and as they swirl around you, they form into a spectral rabbit with a single horn on its brow, and a voice whispers, Quick, let me in. We must stop Lalach. Actually, no, Josh, sorry, I apologize. It works out nicely because you spoke over the part where it doesn't say Lalach.
It worked out fine.
Well,
It was intentional.
Of course.
of course.
And we need to figure out what happens here, Amaris, as Ijin
Sure.
attempts to replace Nang Nang in your
Yep.
mind. Let me see, where are we at? Over here, I think. Okay, so you feel, yes, Ijin, trying to blend with you, and
Not a bunny horn.
right? I mean, Colby should have the frog.
Yeah.
Let's have a look here. 2 seconds, sorry. When the spirit of one trickster god inhabits a host that is already inhabited by a trickster god, the two gods battle for the rights to remain in the host. Assign even to one god and odd to another, and roll any die. Okay, so, Amaris, what would you like? Even or odd? Which is Ijin, which is Nang Nang?
No,
She's
that's
allowed to
fine.
resist first, is she not?
I
Oh, are
don't
you-
want to resist. I want the bunny.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Good check then.
She feels bad. Bunny's gonna be odds. Nang Nang's gonna be evens.
Okay, roll the dice. Any dice?
It was a 13.
Hey! Okay, so as hoped for, you feel the spirits of Nang Nang and Ijin swirling and battling in your mind. Artisaz is a roll 3 like that. No, I would have got Nang Nang. But you do feel Ijin's spirit winning over and stronger than Nang Nang, and you feel the Grung's trickster god driven from you, and instead embrace Ijin.
All right.
And I'll quote from the card. You don't mind Josh knowing as well? Ijin the Almirage is fickle and unpredictable. While inhabited by Ijin, you gain the following flaw. I never stick to a plan.
What?
And your dexterity becomes 23.
Hell yeah, it does. Yes, it does.
So I will add that for you. So yeah, this is like Ember's strength, but perfect for the rogue. Remember I said last time, you'll be happy with Eva.
But I wouldn't be mad either
You'll
way.
be happy with Eva.
I gotta figure out which one of these guys is the, unlimited charisma guy.
Yeah, right. So, please refresh your character sheets to enjoy your plus 10 acrobatics. And your plus 6 to initiative. And your plus 11 to attack with your rapier. And the short bow.
I also got a plus 14 on stealth and sleight of hand.
Yes, yes. And your plus 11 for your Blade of Broken Mirrors as well.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Yeah, the other
dog
one was
is
very
too.
very very useful and very specific. Like she had the ability to spider climb before, which was very useful and could have just been used to get round this, but then you would have been stuck in the barge with no way to open the sarcophagus. So Lady of Luck Timora has blessed Amaris with divine.
Pushed the barge.
May you not squander it. Thank you. Amaris, a crystal for you, I believe. Bing. Thank you, Roblox. Yeah, and,
The hero.
and yeah, AC as well. An artist, yeah, well put. 18 AC now.
Oh yes, I am.
Yeah, this is much better in the larger scheme of things. Enjoy.
Charisma. It would make my spell save DC stupid.
If your charisma was 23.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't like stupid.
I do.
Okay, so
And you're trying to kill us, so your opinion is invalid right now.
fair.
I want to make Lurlock dance with auto.
I was gonna say, do you have auto?
Not yet.
Well,
What's low level spells then?
6, 7, I think, somewhere in there.
Yeah,
Or
if I was a
5?
wizard, I would have it, but as a warlock, I don't think I do. Let's check.
Oh, what are my spells?
It's 6, so it's my next set.
Gotcha. Okay, so, friends, you can see the indentation that is the jackal face that you peered through before. You just see the corridor beyond it. The Gynosphinx statues are where are we at? It's back here. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, they are life-sized Gynosphinxes. They have strong kind of auras of magic around them. Waku, do you also look at the bunnycorn's horn that Amaris is now wielding?
Of course.
Let me see how familiar you are. I need a Arcana check, please. This is not.
Wait, hi. What's my Arcana skill again? 18.
Okay, nice. You do recognize. I mean, you haven't seen one in the shape of an Almirage horn before, but you do recognize the magics that are infused and swirling around this item. And you recognize the Almirage horn to be a Wand of Wonder.
That's a wand of wonder.
What's it do?
It has 7 charges, and while holding it, you can take a magic action, or use your action to expend 1 charge, and choose a point within 120 feet of yourself. That location becomes the point of origin of a spell or other magical effect determined by rolling on the Wand of Wonder table. Spell casts from the wand have a DC of 15. the maximum range is 120 feet for any kind of spell. If it has multiple possible subjects, then the DM randomly determines who that is. It regains charges at dawn. Could crumble to dust if you roll a natural 1 on the last charge done. And then it's a D100, and there's lots of fun spells. It's a chaos item.
It's garbage.
Well,
Completely useless.
She just kind of looks at her ring and her necklace. Like she has an amulet and a ring and her broken mirrors. So she technically has all 3 attunements.
Are you follow? Oh, okay.
On both.
Thanks for the follow.
So, I mean, it'd be nice because I don't think that my spells are super powerful, but you can have it, Waku.
Yes. Yes, I can.
Mhm.
Okay. He takes it and puts it in his bag.
Now, come on. You don't need 2 pearls of power.
I'm not going to use this ever.
Huh?
I would never use this. I'm just going to hold on to it.
You can give it to Scarlet whenever.
Yeah, I'll probably give it to Scarlet, but it's not in my
There's a
playstyle
slot.
to use this ever.
No. Scarlet does have a slot free.
Yeah.
You
So-
Honestly, it's a fun item.
You must.
It's a very bad item. I
Yeah.
don't foresee anyone ever using it.
It's great.
It's
But,
great.
I love
It-
this kind of item.
It is,
problem.
but like it's going to take an action,
It is
and
something.
you're not going to know what's going to happen. So like, okay, there's a guy there. We need to kill him. Fuck, we got to kill him, or our characters could die. Okay, I'm going to take a 1 in 100 chance. I'm going to take a roll D100. Maybe I'm stunned for a turn. That's literally one of the things on it.
Oh, okay. Morris is a dingus, and has a wisdom of 9. So this is something that absolutely would use, except for the fact that she knows the 3 that she has actually benefit her, and she doesn't understand the value of what that is. So she's just like, I don't want to get rid of what I have.
Yeah. There's also very cool stuff. There's fireball and lightning bolts and things in there as well. Or
Yeah,
you
but
can
it's like-
cast invisibility on yourself.
It's just like having the certainty of what's going to happen
Yeah.
is important.
Yeah. Perhaps
If
as
you need-
as an ambush, like an opening shot.
This is a really good item for people that enjoy playing chaos at a certain type of table. It's low risk.
True.
Yeah, right now it's
It's-
not something I would use.
It's
I
a
think
it's a really good what's that called? Chips and beer?
Yeah.
Home game type of thing.
Mhm.
I don't
Which is
know.
why I think, because everything in here until now has been very useful and very, very practical. So I think it is in here to accompany all kinds of tables in the tomb.
Kind of chaos. Yeah.
For-
I mean,
for-
it makes sense, but for the way
Forgive
that,
my cynicism. Sorry.
well, no, for the way that the 4 of us play, it makes sense that no one would actually use it.
Power
But
gamer confirmed.
I'm here for a reason.
we're here to succeed.
You
We
keep
want
bringing me back. It's on you at this point, John.
Okay, so there is nothing else in the room, it seems, apart from Waku. You just like Waku, you keep looking over your shoulder at that solid gold sarcophagus. Like,
We're gonna be back for that. We're coming back.
Yeah.
The kobolds know how to get in here.
Spoilers, because if you are able to come back for it, then we will have already been successful. It's worth 7,500 gold.
Logically speaking, how are you going to?
Totally averages.
We're getting that.
Oh, okay.
Me and the kobolds are coming back.
yes, all of the kobolds.
Okay. So here's a question.
You kind of do
Yeah.
that. Sorry, I just had to get this image in my head. You kind of do that thing you like where they do portage of like Canadian canoes, and it's just like all the kobolds underneath it. It's just like little legs out the bottom. Sorry,
but-
Manny.
Would it still be trapped if we get through and we don't die?
Like, are you going to make it back without the traps resetting?
Well, Amaris's
co-
faultless memory now has the sequence to get across the room, right?
The
Maddie's
kobolds,
memory is not.
the kobolds all are the ones that reset the traps. So like,
In here,
in the those are up in the shrines of the 9 gods in the city.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
down
they're
here.
in the shrine,
then
not
like, who's gonna reset the traps after we kill all the dwarves?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Are you sure that it's wise to come? Anywho's it's.
Yes.
Also,
Okay.
I think Hugh says, and it seemed that Withers was in charge, and Withers did want us, if we were strong enough to get through the dungeon, to destroy Lalach. So I would assume they would be open. Especially Amaris, if you are a beneficent ruler of the city and set Withers free from his tasks to explore his curiosities and studies that he's been doing. You saw all those sketches in the from the jungle creatures and everything in his office. He clearly wants to explore the world.
I have to do. He can't just do that himself.
I think, as the de facto ruler of Olmu, he will feel obliged to ask permission.
Oh. Well, yeah, I'm not going to tell him he has to stay. That would just be
Right.
silly.
But I mean, just another reason that perhaps the traps shan't be reset.
I mean, what if we just trap
Unless we die.
It'll be fine.
What if we just trap this room?
I'll tell the kobolds how to get back in here. Like, they'll just do the thing again. The same thing.
Two of them on their shoulders looking through the peephole.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
Wacker, you were knelt by a dwarf skeleton.
Right. Speak with that.
Yes. 5 questions.
Raise that as after.
5, right?
I think so. Yes. Let me double check. 5. Yes.
Okay. So, let's look here. You cast the spell. What does it look like as this arcane energy gives the skeleton? Because it was reduced to a skeleton by the locusts.
He summons the power of the great and powerful Nanny Poo Poo. And it turns into a mist in his hand as he kind of condenses the necromantic energy that he's been granted, and then it slowly starts to swirl around and enter into where his mouth should be.
Yes, the jaw is still there.
And then kind of swirl around its head until it's now able to have some essence of air to expel.
Yeah. And Nanny Poo Poo is not this kind of grandmother, but I just had this, like, if it was a different grandmother, it would be like, just the last magic word is, don't slouch. The skeleton will just, like, sit bolt upright.
Like, she immediately slouches just because.
and there is a clattering of the armor of the creature, and the clattering of bones. Hugh has taken away the ghost-light lantern with the spirit of the elf inside that was, friends of the company, around the corner out of sight. And you hear a intake of air and a shifting in the space around it, and then its skull slowly turns to you. Ask your questions.
Were you able to locate anything related to the Eye of Zoltek?
No, I don't think I had anything with the eye.
I'm not
Oh,
asking
you're talking
you.
to-
Asking
Got
the
it.
skeleton. Yeah. My company and I were not successful.
How many went to the bottom floor?
do not know. We were separated.
What separated you?
Foolish haste.
How many people were on this floor?
One other of our company was with me.
Found them all. Okay.
The corridor rotated. I could not release them.
What should be done with your remains?
Take me from this evil place and bury me in this land that claimed me.
Okay, goodbye.
And looking at the kind of symbols and things, you recognize that he was a cleric of Moradin. So if you can find anyone that could, maybe potentially in those mines, in the mines in the north, I would assume it would be appreciated.
Let's see. How close were we? We were very far from those, were we not?
At the moment, yeah. It would be, that's like a post-credits thing.
That's not what I was gonna do. I was gonna raise him and then be like, go that way.
Oh, I see. Walk.
Yeah, get yourself there.
Walk until you find the volcanoes.
And then, like, hopefully the dwarves there would be like, huh?
This is dwarf skeleton arrives as, bury me.
Yeah, I don't see a way that we're. Yeah, we'll post credits then.
Yeah.
He. Do I raise him or not?
It's kind of weird once you talk to them.
Yeah, it is kind of weird once you talk to him.
Right?
And Waku is actually a pretty okay guy. And he's now realized, I can talk to dead people and be like, he's had this weird realization that once he gets to civilization, he could make a lot of money as like a lawyer and be like, yeah, like, don't worry about your last will and testament. Don't worry about it. Have your family bring your corpse to me, and I'll just ask you what you wanted to do.
Right, it's the most up-to-date last will and testament possible. Like the lawyers, like they screw you over by having you come in and redraft it every time you want it and charge the fees every time. You can just get
Waku, attorney at law.
Well, assuming you realize your ultimate goal and become a dragon, it's going to be potentially a little more difficult. But we shall see.
Dragon lawyer.
Who doesn't trust a dragon lawyer?
I'm not going to trust a dragon lawyer.
So I mean, a lot of the powerful dragons can just shift.
All right.
Eh.
So yeah, there is a crawl space next to Embra there, and a door just south of Hugh.
We'll take care of this guy later. I don't need another zombie right now.
Okay.
You don't have any zombies right now.
I have one. I
No.
can't get to him right now.
Yeah, we left him in the crawl space.
Yes, let's check the crawl space to the north.
But I mean, the plus side of that is that you can also bury the remains of the Dragonborn because they became accessible.
Yeah.
If you mage hand it one bone at a time out. We're gonna hand wave this bit. It goes around and also ends in a dead end with a seal on the side, so it's the other end of that rotating chamber.
Oh, cool. Then we're gonna go to the door.
It's just sealed.
I'll just show it to you. Because it's still closed off because the zombies in there. So it's quite long. It goes all the way around here, but then yeah, meets up with the.
So there's another way, huh? Like the way that the guy was stuck was kind of like it's like a cross.
It still has. It's on the other side. There's still the
both. Yeah, both tunnels go all the way through. It's just that whenever a creature hits the midpoint, it rotates and closes. So you get screwed.
Yes.
Amaris, you going to that door there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm checking for traps, just so we're clear.
Well, shall I do Embers with advantage?
Yeah, that's fine.
As usual.
Yes. Since Scarlet was in here, I wasn't sure if we were allowed to continue to do that, so I just...
That's okay.
Make
Stuff like this is okay.
We're checking for traps.
Yes. She gets a dirty 20. Okay, and you open the door.
Fun.
And see this. Bing.
Cauldron.
What is that?
Nanny would be proud. Allow me to explain. This chamber contains a stone font filled with a steaming green liquid. Beyond it, a shadowy figure stands at an open door on the far side of the room. The figure's back is toward you. Now, I'm gonna represent them with a shadow, as in the monster, a shadow, but that's not what it is.
Okay.
It's just a shadowy figure.
Okay.
Who is standing here.
Hello, shadowy figure.
You can see beyond it. There's wrong one.
Wrong thing.
There you go. Wrong button. I need Lord Kasumba's wrong button icon. Okay. So yes. The shadowy figure stands there, Amaris, with its back to you. What do you do?
Hello?
There is no response. Can you give me an investigation check?
Yeah, I can do that. What's my investigation? 15.
15? Okay. Looking at it carefully, it's tricky because it's kind of just like an outline of this vague shadow, but it does look similar to the items you're wearing.
To what I'm wearing?
Yes. It does look. It almost looks like a duplicate of you.
She does the hi to see if it mirrors her.
You wave your hand.
Yeah.
Okay. With its still with its back to you, it raises the same hand and waves into that empty space beyond it.
Yeah, you just saw that, right?
Yeah.
Well, what if you stand here? Does it look like you?
Awkwardly. Peeks around.
Where do you go, Amaris?
She like steps back right there so he can get to the door. Oh, it literally is following me. Okay, cool. Cool.
Eek.
Nothing
It's
appears.
just a Mars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yes, only the one is there.
I'm on a mage hand. And like tap it on the shoulder.
Nothing happens.
Did you feel anything?
No.
I think we should shoot it.
She goes like this and does the peace sign in the air.
It mimics you. Like you see it does the same as Amaris.
Does it look like me?
Yes.
Well, that's weird.
I think we should shoot it.
Are we sure it's not gonna hurt me?
You didn't feel the mage hand when I touched it on the shoulder, did you?
No?
Then I'm 70% sure it's not gonna hurt you.
Well, 30% is a really big number for you to not be sure.
These are risks we take sometimes.
But I'm already bumped and bruised.
If you die, I'll just ask you what you wanted to do with your corpse.
Or you can use one of the coins that your granny gave me. That would be great. I would like to not die.
Well, you have
Oh.
one. You have one, Immerse.
I know, but
Okay.
she's
Yeah.
not going to be able to use it on herself if
True.
she is dead. All right, I guess. I'm going to stand back here, though. You can do the blasty thing.
Okay, what do you do?
We're gonna blast it.
Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
Okay. You reach out and your magic whooshes across the room through the shadow and bursts on the wall. Nothing
Didn't
happens to Immerse.
It didn't work.
Okay. Well, then go in, so I can go in.
I go in so that she can go in.
Oop. Where did you go? Is that door open?
Yes.
Okay.
It just moved into that space, still with its back to you. Now, as you step up to the cauldron there, let's see. You can see it looks like yeah, as again, there's this green steaming liquid in there. And from the smell of it, it smells like hot soup.
Soup. Good soup.
Good soup.
Good soup. This is probably a terrible idea. But what if I eat the soup?
That one's on you.
Do you have something to say if it's like magic or something?
The soup.
Yeah. Oh wait, maybe I do. Does she like?
Does anyone have detect magic
I do,
I
but
or identify?
I have both of those things, but I'm not gonna touch it.
Okay,
I am gonna.
but detect magic wouldn't need to touch it, right?
Yeah, detect magic does not.
Are you casting it?
Yes.
Okay.
As a ritual, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. So yes, you sense the presence of magic, with faint auras. There's the slight Christmas tree of everyone's magic items, as always. But you do gain and sense a aura of illusion from the shadow and the soup.
Both the shadow and this are magical. Well, the shadow, we probably knew that already, I guess, but... Yeah.
But then, how do we get rid of it?
Just gotta drink it.
I swear to God,
I'll
what
be right
could
back.
kill
Sorry.
me?
Okay. So, Amaris, how are you trying to drink this?
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna just go consult with Hugh real quick. Amaris, you gotta figure this out on your own.
Somebody.
Why does nobody like to help me? I'm looking to see if I have like a cup or something in my. I'm assuming that like with her ration stuff, she has a cup.
Sure. Yeah, in your camping gear. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's just gonna use that.
Okay. You dip the cup into the steaming green soup. There's no resistance, like like a liquid would give. And when you bring the cup back up, it's empty.
I'm so confused.
What would you like to do?
I don't know.
Cora has a plan.
What's the plan?
See? It's very clear.
I don't have dispel magic. But I don't want to go into that little like Amaris's brain says, well, if I go where Shadow is.
She said, I can't believe you don't know what to do. It's the
Listen,
shade from the doggo is real.
Also, she's barking so loud in my ear, so. Get your bone. Get your bone. I don't know where you put it. Go get it. Find your bone. She might need water. Yeah. John, you act like I actually know a bunch of stuff. I don't know shit.
No, I'm acting like Cora knows a bunch of stuff.
He apparently does, but that's a whole other.
What do you think, chat? Do you have any ideas? How do we solve the soup problem?
Have dispel magic, so it's not like I can do anything like that.
Defeated you with my soup puzzle. Well, the modules
I'm
puzzles.
puzzled over a soup puzzle.
Well, Amaris tried to drink it, but it was just illusory. They could not.
Yeah. And I don't have dispel magic. I have detect magic.
Can you also cast it as a ritual?
No. Mine's a spell slot.
Ah, okay. Rude. So yeah, what would you like to do? I mean, you have all your spell slots.
I do have all of my spell slots. We already did detect magic, so that doesn't help me.
Chaos chat is smash the ball.
Smash it? With what?
Hugh's head. Bonk.
Apparently Maddie's puzzle brain is not working right now. It's been a very long day.
Oh, in the floor.
I
will reiterate and be kind that Waku sensed illusory magic from the soup and the shadow.
So it's fake.
And the shadow is copying what you do exactly.
Okay, she's gonna dip the cup again to see if the shadow does it.
It does the same gesture, yes.
Okay.
It doesn't
Well,
it doesn't manifest a shadowy cup, but it does have just the same gesture.
it does the gesture.
Mhm.
But if it's an illusion, then it's fake.
Mhm.
And I don't have dispel magic to actually dispel the things.
The soup is also fake.
It's all fake. Everything in this room is fake. She
No, just the soup and the shadow.
What else is in the room?
Nothing.
Okay.
Probably a cobweb or two.
Anything in the room that the shadow is in?
No.
She can walk right back out and say, fuck that shit.
Now, as you stand there, the shadow is in the receptacle space. because it's just 15 feet in front of you at all times.
So if I move down here,
It disappears into the wall. Waku
What-
informs you.
what if I go down here?
Yeah, you'd see it appear in the corridor there.
Why is it following me? I'm confused.
It's just copying your actions.
Josh, come back and make it go away. I don't know what to do with this thing. Because everything in my brain says I need to dispel magic. But,
Scarlet picked a bad day to be sick.
Yeah.
she loves the puzzles.
I know. I don't know what to do with this. I don't have anything. I can do if it's illusion. But it's a shadow.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just a shadowy form of you, an illusory shadowy form of yourself.
My brain does not process this right now. This is peak. Batty's brain has shut down.
Please address all complaints to the people that are not here.
I am addressing complaints to all three of them since they have all left me hanging high and dry.
One of them returned.
I'm back. I have finished consulting with Hugh.
What did
He
you
says-
have to say?
He's very quiet on the subject.
Make it go away.
So it is. Amaris has been kind of experimenting, and it's just following her actions exactly.
Have
And
you tried-
she discovered that the soup is also illusory.
Illusory.
Yes, there's nothing.
Yes, sir.
Like she dipped a cup
literally
into it and it
nothing
came
there.
up empty. So the soup and the shadow are illusory, and as it's staying 15 feet into the east of her. So as she's standing where she is now, it's standing next to the bowl of soup, like in the bowl of soup, basically.
Have you considered walking it into something that it can't?
Yeah,
Yes,
she went
but
through
then
the
it
wall to
showed-
the south.
It showed up 15 feet in front of me whenever it had space. Can you get rid of it?
No,
Why?
because it's not undead.
But if you can detect magic, can't you get rid of magic?
Not how it works, unfortunately.
That's how dispel magic works, but
I don't have to spell magic.
well, she doesn't know that, so
I just told her. I hope she knows that her memory shouldn't be that bad.
not dispel. You had detect.
Yeah, but I don't have to spell magic.
He said, yeah, had to detect but not dispel.
How do I get rid of it?
It appeared when the door opened.
So if I shut the door, it won't come after me.
You can
She
certainly
shuts
try.
the door
Okay.
and then walks down here.
Okay, it does not appear.
Okay, that's weird.
Okay,
I don't like.
that was easy. Let's move on.
Yeah, where?
Was there anything heavy that I remember seeing? Like in the last room? Or
There were weapons in that water room, with the tridents and things.
were there weapons on this side?
Yeah.
Waku is going to collect a bunch of like the not trident weapons.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, you go back into that room, and now remember, let me reiterate. So there were the different animal-headed figures, and the one at the top of the room where you are there. The one closest to you is frog. Is stork-headed. Then stork-headed with hand axes, lizard-headed with maces, panther-headed with blowguns, hawk-headed with nothing, goat-headed with sickles, and then frog-headed, but also without the tridents that you had taken.
come help me really quick.
Okay.
Now we go over to the Dragonborn over here, and we start
You can't see. Oh yes, you can. Sorry. Yep.
like pulling his bones back.
With Mage Hand.
Yep.
Okay.
Then
Oh, over here. Okay.
then we go get those weapons,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
and we start just putting them on the inside of the rotating room, so that the weight starts to pile up, and see if it switches.
Okay.
Oh, so you can get your zombie back.
I'll say.
No tridents though.
Well, yeah, you
Yeah,
have all
no
of those
tridents.
with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you going to use the tridents to get the other weapons from the south?
Sure, why not?
Right. So you
Sure.
you remember to step through the water with a trident in hand, and you grab the weapons from the southern chamber as well. Are you exploring the chamber at all, or just grabbing the weapons and going?
I mean, like, if I see anything incidentally while I'm collecting the weapons, but
Give me an investigation check.
low.
How
Like a
long
5.
how long does the detect magic last?
10.
10
Double
minutes.
check before I tell you something that's not true.
Yeah, it is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this didn't go on that long. As you go back into that room, there is a field of illusion on those unarmed creatures as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. We will investigate that later.
Okay. And I'll say yeah. There are enough weapons to emulate a creature at the center point, and you are able to retreat. Spin the room back round, and the zombies there.
Got my back, buddy.
This is best.
There you go.
Minecraft zombie noise. Okay. These crawl spaces are only 2 feet wide, by the way. Hugh would have a nightmare in them.
Why Hugh's not here right now?
That's why Hugh's never in the crawl spaces.
Right, 2 feet wide and 3 feet high.
Is this? Do I see something? Do I see something I shouldn't see?
I don't know. Where?
Right there.
I think, from what's happened, luckily with the detect magic, we're okay.
Okay.
That's where the hawk-headed female. Cheers, Artis. That's where the hawk-headed female, unarmed female figures are.
Okay, well that was the next step because Wanku goes over and goes, huh?
That one there, is an illusion, as we said, and
He tries to touch it.
your hand goes through.
Oh, this is an illusion.
Is it a door?
Maybe zombie. Walk through it.
He steps through
Yes.
and disappears.
Waku follows.
Okay. You walk into the back of the zombie because it's very small. There's just a tiny little space there. And you... Yeah, you find an alcove with a plinth bearing a crystal eyeball.
What color?
Bright green.
We take it.
Okay.
there another one? Like
Nothing
right-
happens, right?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Amaris,
All right,
are
everybody.
you good checking the other side?
Yeah,
To the south? Yeah, everything else here is mirrored.
this way. Is there something right here?
No, those would be the ones that had the tridents right there. If you want to go, if you
Okay.
want to go to through the curtain of water.
Yeah, she has her trident. She's good.
Yep. And yeah, that one is also alien illusion
With an eyeball?
with another plinth inside with another eyeball. Yes,
What color?
it is pale purple.
How many eyeballs do we have now?
A few.
So I have the green one.
I got a bunch of them from the last when I raided the cleric, and I don't remember what all I got.
You have to write this shit down.
I know I messed up. I thought
okay.
I wrote it down, but I didn't save it somewhere.
Not because I won't tell you, just because I have to search.
Oh no, you're 100% valid. It just didn't save where I thought it did.
Nice. Yeah, you found two on the dwarf. There was a dark blue and a vibrant purple one.
Dark blue and vibrant.
And
There was something
you've
else that
found
was with-
others, right?
Yeah.
I think that's those are the only ones we found, right?
No,
No,
you
you have
had
found
a
others
red
before.
one.
I have the red one. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You have a red one. We now have I have the dark blue and the vibrant purple.
Uh-huh.
And then a
And
light
now the
blue.
pale purple.
Yep.
I have red and green.
Okay.
I don't think the others have any.
Okay.
They don't. It's just us. What else did I get off the cleric, John? There was something else that I got.
There was a peridot gemstone that was set in the turban for it's worth 500
Yeah. Yep.
gold. Did you try and, now that you've lost Nang Nang's greed, do you try and feed that to Waku's annoying skull?
The thing that we're looking for is red, though, isn't it? Like the eye that we're looking for.
It's not the eye. That's not the eye of Zoltek.
I didn't think so.
Yeah,
Then
just
yes,
a gemstone.
she gives the gemstone.
Okay. The gold-plated animated skull that has been cursing Waku with this incessant chatter, which I haven't been RPing for the sake of being able to have a conversation, again grinds up the gem, and he's like, "What is it you draconic types say? Good soul summer?" Ha! And then goes floating back off in the direction from whence you came, sated.
Thank God.
As you broached
You're welcome.
1,000 golds worth of gemstones.
I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna make that gold skull. I'm gonna burn it to a crisp. Melt it down.
You're welcome. I fixed it for you.
Thank you.
Also, there's a bunch of eyeballs, and she holds out her three that she has.
Oh, I have two.
Well, what do we do with them? Do we put them
I-
all together?
I bet you there's a spider with a bunch of eyes that we have to fix.
I don't like spiders.
Sorry, I said it flew off. It actually teleports back to its pedestal. So it just goes. Zoop. Okay, so you have found two more eyeballs.
We summon the nerds. Following which, I want to see where this crawl space goes to the south.
Okay.
Which one?
We do
Oh, we
the
still have to do the thing at the bottom.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
floating platforms.
but I have a suspicion. I think it's wrong, an incorrect suspicion, but I'm gonna follow up.
Fair.
Oh, that one.
So we're abandoning the soup.
Yeah, fuck the
Yes.
soup.
Okay.
I'm gonna want to know what it actually is and what I should have figured out later, but
Sure.
for now, yeah, we're abandoning.
Okay, so you're checking out that crawl space there.
Yep.
Okie doke.
I'm assuming it's gonna go over to the star. Would be my assumption.
Don't know about that, but there is a chance, and that's the chance I'm hoping for.
Okay, so allow me to reveal.
That'd be great.
Oh, the chance is getting bigger.
So you go around?
I mean,
Yeah.
Mhm.
peek around the corner.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you go around through the space there. This one seems dustier and dirtier than others that you've experienced. And hey, Vancouver. Which kind of leads you to think, the other ones are clearly used by the tomb dwarves, and when they're resetting and doing stuff. But this one doesn't seem to be used, as it's still kind of cobwebby, so it's slightly unpleasant to go through. But you push through there, and you see it bends around. It seems to open up into a space where I've stopped revealing there, Waku.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of gonna peek around.
Yep.
Not really go much further.
And you've got dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay. I noticed something when I was reading bits and bobs. Even with dark vision, if you have no light source, perception checks are with disadvantage,
Mm.
which I had not realized.
I have a drift globe. So
Yes.
if
Yeah.
we-
Yeah. Yeah. It's just as an aside. Okay. So yeah, you do that, and you see, it seems to open up into a small chamber, and then continue beyond.
I do not trust this chamber at all.
Send the zombie first?
Yeah.
I mean, I assume the zombie was in front of you anyway.
Yeah.
Six.
You see that this chamber, like the crawl space, is very dusty and cobweb filled, and there are no footprints or signs that anything has come this way. So, congratulations. You have found the single location where you can take an undisturbed rest.
Yes!
Nowhere else exists that you will not be interrupted by tomb guardians or dwarves.
Long rest this shit right now.
Haven't used any spells. Haven't even done a short rest.
Buddy, I am at 55 health points. And I am out of my... I have 4 hit die.
True. But it is too early to long rest,
Yes.
Damn it.
mechanically speaking. As it is like lunchtime, the equivalent thereof, after you rested in the dwarf's workshop.
So when the zombie goes in, nothing happens?
Nope.
Oh,
That's where we can long rest, but apparently we can't.
okay. I continue as well.
Okay. And exploring, it does indeed connect with that chamber that Amaris found before.
Okay.
I've been here before.
What was this? It was some sort of statue, right?
I'll read that for you. Let me just switch up Sirenscape.
I think we were supposed to start on the other side, though.
You found the cheat, the shortcut.
No.
So yes, emerging, getting the crick out from the crawl space there. Waku's relatively okay, but still uncomfortably small. You emerge onto that balcony behind the statue that Admaris had seen in the distance. And Waku, you see what she had seen before. 2 balconies facing each other are a vast pit. Between the balconies, there are 5 wooden platforms, each one a disc 10 feet across. A single torch burns above each balcony. On the east balcony, where you find yourselves, there is a rough-hewn, 15-foot-tall statue of a hulking fiend with furled wings and clenched fists. And set into the wall on the west balcony that Amaris had seen before from closer up, there is a rusty lever in the up position. Amaris, your new ride-along, a Jinn, says, "What are you doing? Come on, hop across. Pull the lever. What harm can it do?" And
Okay.
Ember, Ember says, "Well, we clearly have to jump," and takes a running jump from the balcony and leaps onto that first platform. At
Yeah.
Kubazan's urging.
Yeah, Amaris failed to resist direction and jumped as well.
I cast Detect Magic as a ritual while they're being thrashed.
Okay, let's just put you there, and let's put Ember there, and Kai's just like flying alongside for emotional support. Okay, so let me check here. So yeah, the platforms are 10 feet in diameter, and okay, I need to quickly refresh my memory on jumping. So I should have checked this before. Jump. There we go, jumping. Yeah, also, Ember was absolutely fine because your jump distance is determined by your strength score. So, Ember can jump 23 feet with a 10-foot run-up, which is nuts. What's your strength score, Amaris?
Well, not good.
I know.
12.
12, right? Yeah. Well, quote unquote, the platforms hover between 6 and 12 feet apart, as shown on the map. So, I think I'll give you an acrobatics check for a 12-foot jump, Amaris.
Okay.
And if you get a nat 1,
Then I'm screwed.
that's the only situation.
Okay.
So that first one is a 12-foot jump. So give me that one.
That's what I figured. Was the first one was the big one.
Just that you can keep because you land right on the edge of the disc, and it does bob as if it's like on water. Yeah, that in that kind of way, as if it's. Did you manage?
It's a 2.
Okay. You just manage to get your tippy toes onto the edge of the thing, and it, as it said, it
does
pitches.
the
Yeah, wibbling arms. Yeah, and Ember being small and not very heavy means it does wobble in that direction, but Ember like reaches out and grabs hold of you and pulls you on, and you are able to acrobatically grab hold of them, and you are able to maintain your balance just, and you see it is a 60-foot drop below you.
Okay. Well, that was awful.
Let's see here.
What's this one? What's to get over there?
2
Or is that
seconds.
the
2
one-
seconds. Yeah, each disc is wide enough that characters can move 10 feet before jumping, so you do get your full strength score.
Okay.
They bob slightly when anything lands on them, as if they were floating on water. And that happens. Detect magic, you say, Waku?
Yeah.
What's the range on that?
Good question. 30 feet.
Okay, so you can sense that first platform where the others are standing has an aura of abjuration and transmutation around the platform. And
Abjuration.
the statue next to you has a strong aura of transmutation as well, but specifically radiating from the creature's clenched fists, not the whole statue.
What's the wording on identify? It's a magic item or some magic imbued object to learn its properties and how to use it. So while they're continuing to jump, I will
Yes.
start to cast identify on the
Okay.
on the demon statue.
On the statue. Okay. And you get all the properties.
Let's read it again. Choose one magic item or one object that you must touch. Throughout the casting of the spell, if it is a magic item or some magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you know what spell created it.
Okay.
So interpret that as you will.
Yes. Okay, you determine that this statue is impervious to spells. But, knock would work and open the clenched fists. And there is some other method. There is some mechanism for opening the fists.
Okay. I mostly wanted to make sure it was not a spell that had turned a real demon into stone.
No, it's very specifically just on the fists. Not the statue as a whole.
So knock would work, or there's a mechanism for opening it, which is going to be the lever on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And there's a faint aura of a different kind of magic, but you're not sure what it is within the palm, within the fists as well.
Okay. I'll figure it out when they open it and I steal it.
Right. Okay, so you leap onto the next one. Amaris, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 more checks because there are 4 12-foot jumps. But again, it's only a nat 1 that will be a problem.
One's a 19.
Now,
it was almost a 1.
If you can see that Ember is leaping onto these no problem. If you want to delegate.
No.
No. Okay.
The dexterous bunny says go. The next one's a 3, so we're good.
Okay.
This one's a 19.
Okay. That middle one was only a 6-foot jump, so that was fine. And then the last one.
Okay. Is a 14.
Hey. Okay. Again, you see the patch of that weird purple mold with the eye stalks looking out of it on the far side there.
Amaris pulls the lever.
Okay. As you do, 2 things. Actually, what? Kubazan?
A bunch of things happen at once. It's like yours and Bridget's favorite phrase.
I have another Sirenscape button for this as well. Boop. Apologies if this is loud.
Hold on. Oh, there it is.
I'm going to get ready just to turn it down in case it's super loud. Okay. That's fine. As the lever is pulled, 2 things, as I said, happen. Whack it. In front of you, the fiendish statue unclenches its fists, palms up, and simultaneously, howling winds rise up and fill the room. You see the different platforms start to bob and move in this roiling wind. However, I do need everyone to make a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw.
I failed.
My whiz save on. Okay.
Hugh gets a 16. Embra.
I'll use my crystal on that.
Oh, I forgot I had one. I need a nat 20.
Ember gets a dirty 20, just passes.
Yeah, no, I
Wacko
have
uses
a
the crystal.
+0.
Only an 18.
0 wisdom, so.
No worries. You're gonna use your crystal?
I did, but only got an 18.
Easier thing. No worries.
There's unless I roll a d20, like a nat 20, there's no.
So you get saved for later.
Yeah.
Okay. You do that thing then, and
Because I got it.
you take 13 psychic damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Ember takes 6.
I'm at half.
I meant
Hugh is
much
also
less than half.
bloodied.
I'm very bloodied.
Okay. Ember takes 6.
I did not realize how close that was to being real bad.
No. Okay, so let's get those yellow boundaries on. Boop. There's a Waku. Hue. So there, and Amaris. There. Okay. So yes, this howling wind comes up. Waku, do you as you look, you see the open palms of the statue reveal 2 more crystal eyeballs.
I mage hand them and then retreat.
Okay, look. Let's see here. Yep. Oh no, so just. Oh yeah, one. There was one in each hand. Okay, you grab both of those, and then do you shout to shut it off again?
Yes, shut it off, and then I run back.
Right.
What's the color of those?
2 seconds. So yeah, you do that, and Embra grabs the lever, and the winds die down, and the fists close again on the statue. And you just like stop and like catch your breath there, and you see, Waku, that the 2 ones that you had are pearly white.
What?
And scarlet. So we do have a scarlet today.
We currently have 7.
Okay.
I have 3.
Now, Amaris, behind
Yes.
you that you couldn't see before, from your vantage point from that little crawl space round the
Yeah,
corner, there is a little staircase up behind you.
Hey, Ambra, come on and check for the things.
And Embra's like, oh yeah, okay. And does a check. Boop. It's gonna be, oh no. 11.
Well, I'm running into the unknown. What's up here?
Let's have a look. Okay. Where? That's weird. Oh, also, Waku, give me an Arcana check. Sorry.
Yeah.
Missed something before.
Over a 20, if it...
Nice.
You want me to...
No, it's okay. The statue was of a Nikoloth. Just as a little extra information there.
Ooh. Ugly bastard.
Okay, so let's have a look here. What's the deal with? There we go. What's your passive, Amaris?
Not great. Oh no, I lied. It's a 17.
Okay. No, not quite. Just checking there. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, it's weird. It feels like this stair should lead somewhere, but it just stops at a blank wall. And there doesn't appear to be any other way forward. other than
And I can't
the crawl
get to that.
space or the back to the other balcony.
Can I get to that crawl space?
Because it's only right. Because it's only like 2 feet and 3 feet. I think you couldn't jump into it. It's too narrow to safely land a jump in.
What if I shrunk?
I say there is an athletics check that you can do to climb.
Okay.
So if you wanted to climb, you could climb to it.
Can I do it acrobatics instead of athletics?
No, unfortunately not. That would be the jumping. It's just because you just need the strength to cling onto the wall to climb around.
You want to tell me what the DC is so I have an idea of what I need to hit?
It looks, middle and difficult.
Yeah, but no, because I have a +1 in athletics, but I have a 10 in acrobatics.
Okay.
I guess we're jumping back the other way, and I'm gonna go figure out that.
Hey, Sharpie, thanks for the follow. Okay, give me those checks again. 1, 2,
4.
3, 4, 5 total. Because we did 1 before and then 4. Yeah.
13, 12, 18, 11. Is that 5 or is it one more?
That was everything. That was all of them. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you having got the feel for it, very safely leap back, and Ember with the strength score is fine. And you manage to get back to the Nikoloth statue and the other end of things.
All right.
Okay.
Then she's gonna go all the way up through here.
Yes,
And-
indeed.
All the way through here.
So
This one.
the only places that you
I need a Kai.
the only places that you haven't explored are
Corner.
through that hole in the floor and into that chamber down there.
Yeah. Do I need Kai to bamf through this one?
Or Hugh to lift it, potentially. It did look like it goes up into the ceiling.
Yeah, but Ember would.
Oh yeah.
Because Hugh's not going to fit.
I think we said that Hugh can, well, because Hugh had to go through a crawl space to get to where you are now, like with the the platforms. We said he can get through the crawl space. It's just very unpleasant.
Okay.
So you head back around there.
Can one of you strong people come lift the gate?
Ember's like, yeah, okay. Actually, the strongest. And just goes ahead of you into the crawl space. And let's see, what was the check? It is
And then we go.
a 17. Okay, Ember's athletics is a +6. So I need 11. An 11 or higher. I'll do it in chat. There's a 3. She said, yep, I got this. No, I don't. Hugh. What's Hugh's athletics? Oh, Hugh's is a +9. He's like, stupid steel plate, and like goes into a rage. Is there a limit on how many times he can rage?
Yeah, there's a limit per.
Oh yeah, there's per long rest. Okay, so
Yeah.
I won't use up one of his things then. But with a +9, he should be okay. Let's see. What do I need? I need a 2. No, 17. I said 17. I need a 6 or higher.
Yeah.
Is that right?
No,
No,
not
What do I need?
plus
Hang on.
9 is 18.
I need 8 or higher.
Yeah.
Maths. That is a 10. So Hugh is able to manage to strain and work hard, and the Minotaur face on the thing disappears as the 1-inch thick sharp edged. He has to kind of use something, like uses like a torch or something, to lift it up, as there is a rather nasty sharp edge on it. As he pushes against it, it feels. He describes it. It feels like there are springs, like giving resistance against it. And as it gets pushed up into the ceiling above, there is a slight click sound, and he's able to let go.
So we scurry past. You're like, okay.
Everyone scoots through. Okay.
And then over here.
Okay. Yeah, everyone move yourself over there. So, as described before, you find this tunnel filled with... Thank you. Again, that strange purple mold with the eyeballs popping in and out every now and then. And you see the hole in the floor. Now, as I said before, remember, you can't see the window on this side.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see into that control room. And Waku, Mari wasn't here, but you remember there was a tomb guardian in that room standing at a lever. And you tried the lever, didn't you, as well?
Yep, we know that it closes the hole and causes some sort of
Right,
not
and
good effect.
you heard lots of strange noises happening down there. So what would you like to do?
No one to pull the lever now, so send the zombie in.
Zombie drops down first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I assume nothing happens.
Please hold. Okay. So yeah, the zombie clambers past through the, not a crawl space, but still relatively cramped corridor here, and drops down into the space. Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay. I go down next, I guess.
Okay, move yourself in.
And then I open this door.
Yeah, Mars
And
drops.
what are the others doing?
Yeah, I drop.
Okay. And
I open this door before Ember and Hugh drop in.
okay. Let's see. Boop, boop. So let's see here. Okay, so yeah, as you drop down into this room and you see for the first time properly, Waka, this room is shaped like a drum or a cylinder, like lying on its side, with its south end tapering towards the small stone door. Carvings of demons decorate the stonework with flickering flames in their eyes.
Okay.
And let's see here. Okay. So you say you're going to open the door before?
Yes, just in case anything triggers and so that we're not all in the room.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you open that door, and it opens to a space beyond. Let's go a bit bigger. Oop. There we go. And yeah, as you do that, the hole where Ember is about to jump through seals shut. And you see some locking mechanisms on the door that you had opened also jolt into place, but because the door is opened, it doesn't seal the door. It would have locked it if the door was closed. And
I jump through.
The room begins revolving, and I just need you to roll initiative, please.
17.
Actually, sorry, no, excuse me. Dexterity saving throw. My bad.
If any kind viewer has the spare for a crystal, that would be nice.
Is it just Waku rolling for it?
Just a moment. Well, no, you two, please, Amaris, because you're in the room.
Okay.
Okay.
For Dex, you said?
Actually, sorry, my bad. Thank you, artist, that you got a crystal back, Waku. And you said 17 for the initiative?
Yes, I had 17 for the initiative.
Okay, let me...
Is it initiative or a Dex save?
Initiative first, sorry.
Then I have a 23 for initiative.
Oh, okay.
You've we need to give back. How do you do that? How do you give back channel points? Because they gave 2 people gave me it.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, we'll give you 2 crystals, but not normally.
Okay.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that double,
both
everyone.
thanks to both of you.
Yes.
This could be very dangerous.
It could.
You used one, technically, right?
I didn't end up using it.
No.
I used one before.
Hmm.
That's why I needed one.
Okay, so
Whenever you asked for it.
let me just do this. Oop. Okay, so what was it? You said 17, Waku, yep.
Yeah.
And what was yours, Amaris?
23 for initiative.
Okay.
And then the Dex save is ridiculous. It's a 30.
Okay, so the you see the when does that happen? I mean, sorry, please bear with me. I'm trying to figure out how this works. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Right, so yeah, you are both like kind of tumble dried around as the room starts revolving. And what was your dexterity saving throw, Waku?
I rolled low, so let me use my crystal.
Okay, so I'll just leave you with the 1.
Yep, 18.
Thanks for the crystals, guys. 18. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you take half damage.
Oof.
Which is 5 bludgeoning.
Total of 5 bludgeoning.
Yes. And
I'm
you
at 10 HP.
Do the zombie as well?
Yeah, I will. Zombie initiative and dex?
No. We say they go on your turn as initiative.
Zombie got
Just the
like
dex.
pull up their sheet really quick.
So Mars, take that 5
A
bludgeoning.
4 because it's negative for save.
Oh, I'm taking 5 when I got a 30?
Yeah, you still take half in a pass.
That's ridiculous.
Sorry, Waku, what was it?
It was a 4. Sorry, yes, 4.
Okay, so
because
they take 11 bludgeoning.
Okay, they are at 1 HP.
Okay. And you manage to get tumbled around, like banging into each other, and like scrape and crawl towards the door and spill out into that room below.
Yes.
Does that? I'm sorry. There you go. Kai comes with.
I'm gonna use Form of Dread. Because I need the temp HP.
Sure. And as you, Mars, you're quicker in the initiative, so you scramble up first with Kai flying behind you, and then Waku and the zombie, you kind of crawl out behind them, and as you do, a sparkling dust is blown into the room, but it billows out a little bit into the space behind you, but not enough to have its effect. And you are able to escape, and it continues. And do you close the door?
I mean, we can't, right?
If we can,
you can just have it against. You can't close it, but you can have it like
Oh
not,
yeah,
not
we
wide
do
open.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
much
you
like they
push
close
it
yeah.
push it as close as you can, and you continue to hear as before, like the whoosh of gas and a whoosh of fire, and just these various things going off in the space behind. But that is happening behind that door, and you are now in full view of this room. Let me show that for you.
Even Lordlock has laundry, I guess.
There we go. Again, ignore the skull. The skeleton is not here.
I don't have Scarlet's skills,
No,
so
it's okay. No worries. Okay, so you discover this next chamber, which seems to be on the other side of that wall that you had before, Amars. And let's get oh no, Ember's not here. Would you like to do a search of the room?
Yuppers.
Waka, are you going to do the help action?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, thank God,
So-
because that was a nat 1.
Ooh. You're going to focus on the Sphinx's flounder.
That's a nat 20
Hey.
with the help. So
Flounder and fly all at once.
it would be a total. What am I doing? Perception.
It's all good. You find a secret door that leads to where that staircase was.
Oh, great.
So there was a door there, but so it means you don't have to go through that chamber again to get out.
Fun. No,
Does
we
it-
just have to.
Does anyone have a way of messaging the other two? They could come around and meet you.
I don't know.
Spells.
Hugh's strength is also 20,
Hold
so
on,
you can
hold
jump
on, hold
across
on, hold
easily.
on.
I don't have message.
Yes, I do. I have message,
Okay.
and you don't need to see the target, and it can cast through solid objects as long
Nice.
as you know the target well. So just
Yep.
you see Waku literally just snap his fingers and go, and he sends a message telepathically to Hugh that says, "Hey, come around.
Okay, look.
We found a secret door."
And they do and appear on that far side after a small amount of time. Let's hide the skull. Let's hide the skull with Ember. Scarlet is the one who was always hiding the skulls. Okay, there we go. So you are joined by your friends, but whilst you're waiting for them, you appear. You get a proper look at the room. A 15-foot wide pit and 15-foot deep pit dominates this chamber. At the bottom of the pit, an 8-foot tall clay figure stands motionless beside a stone treasure chest. A silver key hangs from a cord around the figure's neck. 2 9-foot tall stone statues, where the stars are, stand atop plinths on either side of the pit, and a third plinth against the south wall stands empty. One of the statues depicts a hooded and bearded male figure with his left hand held high, index finger pointed up. The other portrays an armored male knight with his gauntleted right hand extended, its palm facing inward toward the knight. Okay. And let's have a look. Hugh kind of looks thoughtful for a moment and says, Moa says that could be a clay golem, and that non-adamantine or magical weapons will do nothing.
That one, the one with the gauntlet.
No, there's a clay golem in the bottom of the pit, next to the chest.
Can it reach us?
It's 15 foot down in the pit.
Is it tall enough to hit us from here?
No.
Oh, then hold on. Waku will just continuously cast Eldritch Blast at it.
Just a moment. You cast the first one, and it ricochets off the floor level, your floor level, So there's an invisible barrier across the top of the pit, and it kind of spins. It kind of goes like ricochets off and like goes off at a tangent and hits the wall on the far side next to the empty plinth.
Okay.
Let's see.
Can I just complain for a second?
Please.
Play Golem, okay? Adamantine or magical weapons.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna get the magical weapons way before you're gonna get them adamantine. Who gives a shit about the adamantine part of that? Like, oh, +1 magic weapon, done. Okay, now you can do full damage. The adamantines, I don't have any adamantine at level 9.
True. It is rare,
So,
but it is an
so
option.
basically, you can fight it.
If you're gonna have the adamantine, give it a fucking +1.
True.
Wait. Isn't that what Wolverine's metal is made out of?
It's adamantium.
Oh.
Close enough, man.
sounds very similar. Embra's looking at the statues and she says, okay, well, Seb's playing in a module where you get adamantium before magic weapons.
Oh, okay, interesting.
It exists. She said
They do exist.
they do somewhere out there. So Embra points up. She's like, oh, these are gods.
These are what?
Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Oh, nice. She's like, well, this one, and she points. Let's have a look here. This one is Azuth, the god of wizardry, and pointing at the cowled figure, and then she points at the warrior-looking one, and this is Torm, the god of courage and self-sacrifice.
Dang.
Now,
Okay.
Amaris, with your check of the room before, you also found that the plinths the statues are on,
Huh?
and the empty one as well, they're on a rotating spring-loaded gear. So you could turn the statues. Actually, sorry, just the ones the statues are on, not the empty ones. Sorry.
She would convey to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not jumping in that pit unless I absolutely have to.
She's like nursing hurt bones and wiping blood
Yeah.
and like,
I'm not doing it.
And there's a passageway to the
I
to the
noticed
west
this one,
there. Yeah. See, you see it.
I kind of want to jump in, but I don't because I feel like I'm gonna die.
What would you like to do?
Guess we gotta turn these.
We could at least to figure out what the other ones are.
Could you describe the hand gestures of the gods again?
Yep. The statue of Azuth is pointing up. Left hand is like held up like a Freddie Mercury. Yay.
Like Freddie Mercury?
There's that.
Like that?
There's
like-
that. Yeah. You're like,
Kind of like.
yeah. So his arm is extended up above his head, and he's pointing up.
Kind of like this?
Yeah.
Okay. What's his right hand doing?
Nothing. It's just at his side.
And then the other
statue.
the Torm one is kind of like
Um,
hand out, gauntlet with his hand facing in.
Yeah, armored male knight with a gauntleted right hand extended, but palm facing towards the knight.
Like this.
I guess,
Or
or like
the-
this. Yeah, one of those two.
So everybody, I'm from Michigan, by the way. I'm from right here in Michigan.
Uh-huh.
in the mid.
Yeah, in the mitten. You guys probably don't get that, but Michigan is shaped like
Gotcha.
like a hand.
I do
and
absolutely get it.
So I'm like, I'm from this area. Look at a map. Look at it.
I don't need to look at
Archie's gotcha.
It looks like
Why I-
this.
the mitten.
I'm talking to the viewers.
Oh,
Artist-
okay. That
artist,
makes
thank you.
sense. I was like, what are you talking about?
There are other people here.
I was super confused. You like to tell me that I'm dumb sometimes, Wako. Thank you.
Waku, yeah, but that was Josh talking.
It wasn't 100% that it was
Another
Josh. That's why I was
Michigander.
like,
Here you go. Backstory
are you a
reveal.
troll or a
Waku is from
Uber
Michigan.
artist?
Waku's from Michigan.
Oh, he's from Iceland Dell, which Michigan can get that cold, right? Sarah had those amazing frozen lake pictures.
Thank God we're not from Florida.
Yeah,
There's
They
some
have-
Floridians in this.
Yeah,
in this.
Colby's not here, so be careful, artists.
we can bash Florida right now. Colby's not here.
Okay, so
Anyway, oh God, I'm not getting very much about how to turn those from this. I turn them so they're facing each other.
which one are you turning?
Both of them, so they're facing each other.
Which one first?
Uh,
They are facing each other at the moment,
oh,
across the pit, I believe. Hang on. Actually, it doesn't say, but I'll say they are facing each other.
I turned them so they're facing away from each other. We'll turn. Oh, it was Torm first, right?
Let's see here. Torm is the armored one.
Yeah, I'll turn Torm first, so he's facing away.
Okay, as you rotate the Torm statue, there is a popping sound as if air rushes into empty space above the empty plinth.
The empty plinth.
Yes. And after you release it, it turns back to face the pit.
Okay, hold on. I am confused. My brain is not processing information properly.
Okay.
Are the stars the statues?
Yes. Always.
And then the rock thing
is an
across
empty plinth.
empty one.
Waku goes to investigate the empty plinth a little bit
Sure.
more.
It's just a disc of stone.
Detect magic.
Sure. Would it be maybe abjuration?
Okay.
So we could have Hugh or Ember turn the other statue at the same time we turn.
Yeah, I was thinking that's the next thing to experiment.
Yeah, turn them both at the same time.
So both statues?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Roll me.
Eh.
Each roll me a d20. Amaris, you do Embers, and Waku, you do Hughes.
17.
17, so that's 21.
18.
And 18 plus the initiative goes to 20. And who's at what statue?
I'm at Torm's statue.
Yeah, I guess I'll be at the other one.
Can you put yourself next to a statue?
I don't know
Yeah,
which one's
sorry,
which.
sorry.
Which do you think is Tom's?
I think it's well
I'm gonna go with this one.
here. I thought it was I thought the Torm was on the left, but
I don't know.
whatever.
My brain is not processing this information.
That's not a you
It doesn't,
thing.
it doesn't say, so there's nothing to process.
There was
Okay.
that was
that's
Josh filling
on
in
them.
information
That's
that
on them.
didn't necessarily
No,
exist.
Maddie is telling you she's not processing information properly. If I screwed up, tell me, because I am not.
No problem, no problem.
My brain checked out about 45 minutes ago. It is when we hit the soup, that my brain just died. It said, "I'm done. I can't do this anymore." So
Excuse me.
somebody needs to tell me what to do.
Fair.
All right.
Okay. So, you are standing there. Hughes, you say you got 17?
Yeah.
And Hughes' initiative is a +4, so that's 21. And Ember's got an 18, but he's only +2, so that's a 20. So Hugh
And I have a
goes.
20.
Huh?
I have a 23.
It was just to see
Oh,
who
that's those two.
turned the statue fastest.
Okay, first.
just fractionally. So
Got it.
so Hugh turns the statue first. So the statue of Torm is turned first. Okay. So as Hugh turns the statue again, there's a popping sound. As if air was like just removed from above that third plinth, and the air rushed in around it. And then Ember immediately turns the statue on her side, and the clay golem is teleported on top of the plinth and moves to attack.
Yep.
Now, let's see here. Sirenscape. Attack. Okay. Let's get this here. Okay.
Oh, I see. I see what it is. I get it now.
Interesting. Rawr. Okay. So let's get Ember. Boop. Okay. And let me get my clay golem buddy. Clay. Ominous music. Clay golem. Ooh, cool. Ooh, it's large. Boom. Where did it appear? Oh, there it is. Rah. Hello. Okay. So, let me get rid of this guy. And start. Boop. Okay. So, Amars.
Yeah.
You are fastest. What would you like to do?
Oh. What? So, I only get sneak whenever people are there, right?
Or if you have advantage.
Which I'm assuming I have neither.
Right now? No.
You didn't think so. That's a great question. What do I want to do?
Should I open up Hugh's character sheet?
That's right, I got it.
Okay.
Just gonna do basic maneuvers. Hilda, I've invented a maneuver.
Well, I guess we're gonna. No, we're not. We're gonna.
So that was Ediazar's rendition of Dr. Heimlich inventing the Heimlich maneuver.
We said magical weapons or spells, right?
Or I mean, yeah, you would assume that spells would work, yeah.
Okay. Not that I have a whole lot of them, but she's gonna cast Shatter.
Oh, Ginook.
Seems like a good
Nice.
choice.
Like right under his is the point, because she doesn't want it to affect anybody. That's a DC 13 Constitution.
DC 13 Constitution. Okay. It has advantage. What was the DC?
13.
It's a 17.
Half.
He still takes half damage. And a creature made of inorganic material such as stone has disadvantage on this saving throw, so no.
Oh, okay. So let me
So
redo that. 15.
okay, he still takes half.
Okay.
Roll. He's gonna take 6 points of damage.
6 damage. Gotcha.
Thunder. Yep, 6 thunder.
Thunder. Okay. Thank you. And he kind of staggers a little bit as that just like crush, and like, but a little bit of the clay kind of sloths off. Just like looking this way and that around the room. Okay. Waku.
Walker recast.
You said you figured out what happened.
Yes, I know what the I mean, we do have to kill this thing so that we can get the treasure chest. But I do know how to send it back. If it gets to that point. Waku recasts Form of Dread, unfortunately. We have a place to take a long rest, so it's not a bigger not a big deal, no. He says a brief prayer to Nani Poo as he's about to do something very stupid. He casts Vampiric Touch on himself.
Okay.
Runs right up to it. And tries to touch it with
Okay.
a spell attack.
Go for it.
With Crystal, can I say the number first? I think a 17's probably okay.
Yeah, if you fail, you can use the crystal.
17.
17 hits.
Okay. He's gonna take 6d6 necrotic damage, and then I'm gonna heal half of that.
Nice.
Ooh. Is that a 1 or a 6? That's a 6. 12, 17, 20, and then 2 more. Choose one that has more clear numbers on it. Ooh. 30 necrotic damage.
Nice.
And then I have concentration, and I heal 15.
Nice.
You got concentration on?
Yeah, and while I'm concentrating on Vampiric Touch, I can just kind of do it again every turn
Okay.
until the concentration ends.
You're gonna risk a opportunities I can move away, or
Nope.
okay?
A zombie is gonna hold. Was there a point at like when it clicked?
Just like 90 degrees to the right.
Okay, he's
Clockwise.
gonna hold it at 80 degrees,
Sure.
and
Is it a ready action?
it is a ready action on
What's-
Waku's signal. Is the unfortunately.
Gotcha. Okay. Hugh is going to ignite his flame blade.
Yep.
And-
Why don't we say ready action is on if he hits Waku once. That's the ready action.
Sure.
So if he has multi-attack, it'll just.
Yep. Okay. Hugh.
No, why don't. On his turn. Duh.
Huh?
On his turn.
On the golem's turn.
Yeah, when the golem starts to move, turn it to 90 degrees.
Sure. Okay. Hugh is going to. Hugh. Oh. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Hugh runs round the zombie, and he's run.
Okay.
He's run 10 feet, which means he can leap his strength score. His strength is 20 feet, so he just leaps across the pit. He can leap corner to corner.
The pit was fake.
What?
I thought the pit was fake.
He doesn't trust
No,
that.
Oh, okay.
Just run across empty space, empty air, as far as he can
And
see.
It was like a force field, is what it was.
Yes, but he doesn't know that for sure. So it could could stop spells, right? You just saw a spell was stopped going down there.
That's fair. That's fair.
And he can jump that, no problem. So he can jump 20 feet. So he jumps across to the opposite side corner there, and ignites the flame blade longsword mid jump. So there's this arc of fire across as he leaps, and he lands there and spins and attacks with advantage because he's flanking with Waku. Okay. So flame tongue, longsword, advantage. Go. That is going to be 23. So that hits. And the
Nice.
second attack is a 26. That attacks will hit as well. So it does
A shit ton of damage.
a fair amount. 10, 25, and then 4d6 fire. I said 25, didn't I? 25 plus 18, so that's 33. 43 damage.
Told you, a shit ton of damage.
Just leaps across and starts carving into the creature. That's a shit ton of damage. 43. Boom. It is bloodied. Half HP or less. Why music stop? Music. Continue.
I hear punching sound.
Yeah, just growls and punches. We want music. This music is called The Hunted. Let's change it up for combat music instead. Okay. So, that happens on Hugh's turn. And that brings us to Embra's turn. Embra gonna Eldritch Blast. How many is it?
2.
Beam of crackling energy. 5th levels, 2 beams. Yeah. Okay. Separate attack roll for each
3?
one. Okay.
11.
So, first one. That is a 14 to hit. Second is a 17. What was our AC on our buddy here? 14. Both hit.
Nice.
Eldritch Blast. D10s. That is going to be 5 and 5. So 10 damage. Bang, bang. On the golem. And push. Okay, now let me quickly read something. Okay. So, as the golem starts its turn with fewer than 60 hit points, it goes berserk. So it just goes...
And
then the zombie just goes... And then just goes... And is teleported down into the pit. And it's just like leaping and... And you can see it's like punching up towards you, but it's like impacting against something solid.
Alright, we have a second. We have a turn to discuss our plan of action here.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
You're gonna turn that guy back.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna pop up. We're gonna wail on it, and then before it wails on us, zombie's gonna send it back home.
Okay. Counterpoint. I can turn the thingy and bring it back, absolutely. But, isn't he wearing the necklace?
Yeah, we're gonna kill him.
Yeah, but we could just steal the necklace.
I want that chest.
Okay. So we do a switcheroo.
Let's just beat him up.
Okay.
Hugh's like, we've got this, we've got this.
So I'm turning the statue.
Yeah, and we don't need to do the rest of this because with with the initiative being how it is, if he had been like mid-initiative, it would have been different. But because he's at the end,
Yeah, we've trivialized the encounter.
that's fine because of a good plan, so that's okay. Yeah, Amaris, you spin the statue, it pops back up again. Everyone wails on it. If you don't kill it this time, the zombie knocks it down again.
I do want to play it out
Sure,
for one reason and one reason alone.
that's fine.
So
So-
I can heal off of this.
Okay. It's your turn.
Oh yeah,
Um,
because I turned the statue.
Fuck, I miss. I use my crystal. That one hits. 16 to hit.
Okay.
7, 11, 14, 2 more, Oof. 19. Half of 19 is
9.
9. Yeah.
yeah,
19 damage.
19 damage.
Okay. And then Hugh's turn.
Half HP, right? It's full HP. Yep, it's just full HP.
First one is a 23. Second attack is a...
I'm not bloodied anymore, by the way.
Nice. Dirty 20. So he does 9, 20, and then 46. 36 damage.
That might put him down.
It had 25, yeah. So it is cut down. Just the flame tongue longsword just cuts through it, and it just like slops. You know how like pottery clay, you can just do that. It just like loses its form and just like slumps down either side, and actually spills out to the north a little bit there as well. And you do see that there is clearly a physical boundary as well, as it kind of pools on top of the open space, but does not fall into the pit. And the clay golem is destroyed. It's amazing how much difference initiative makes. It's just so different. Could have gone so differently.
Bucko, get the key thingy and
Yoink.
on the plinth.
Okay.
So here's how we do this, John.
Yeah.
Grab key, give key to zombie. Zombie goes on plinth. Waku goes over. Let's get rid of the background color because he's healed up now.
Okay.
Waku turns thing.
And
Zombie goes down.
the zombie
I
teleports
assume.
down. Yes, that's right.
Have zombie unlock the door. Unlock the chest.
Just a second. The silver key does seem to fit and work. Yes.
Okay. He opens the chest.
It opens up the chest. Nothing happens. And you can, I think from your vantage point, you can see it's just 15 feet down, so you can see fairly easily. There are 2 glass eyeballs.
Color.
Pale green and pink.
Pale green. Pink. Amaris, can you turn the other statue, please?
Yep. And she turns it.
Okay, and boom, the zombie appears on the plinth again.
Okay. Waku collects glass eyeballs
Okay.
into his new, slowly forming glass eyeball pouch.
You just walk across the gap.
Yeah.
It worked. It's fine. Yeah, it's a wall of force.
Yeah, I was fairly confident.
Wall of force spell. Yeah.
What was the one thing that Wall of Force is weak against?
Please hold.
I forget. It's just epidemic.
Yeah, that's
Waku
fine.
may
That's
not know.
I'm also curious.
I feel like there's one thing that's
An invisible wall of force springs into existence at a point you choose within range. The wall appears in any orientation you choose as a horizontal or vertical barrier or at an angle. It can be free floating or resting in a solid surface. You can form it into a hemispherical dome or a sphere with a radius of up to 10 feet, or you can shape a flat surface made of 10 by 10 foot panels. Each panel must be contiguous with another panel in any form. The wall is a 1/4 inch thick, lasts for the duration, which is 10 minutes, but this has been magically created to be permanent. If it cuts through a creature's space, they are pushed to one side, your choice. Nothing can physically pass through the wall. It's immune to all damage and it can't be dispelled. A disintegrate spell destroys the wall instantly.
Yes, that's the one.
And the wall also extends into the ethereal plane.
Is it Pathfinder that has like just a ridiculous Pathfinder? I think Pathfinder just has have a ridiculous amount of HP. Let me double check.
I don't know.
Yeah, it just has a ridiculous amount of HP. Like
Okay.
you can destroy it, but
Okay.
it would take you a while.
So, this room appears to be clear. Amaris,
Yeah.
would you like to explore to the west?
Yep.
Okay, let me do an Ember check for perception. Oops, sorry. With advantage. That is a 23. She says it's all clear.
Doggy.
Gives the all clear. Okay.
And you, you make your way along that corridor there. Now, as you get to the end, it curls to the north.
Yeah.
As you can see. And let me reveal that for you. There is a very short length of corridor there before it ends in a large door with a round mirror set into its surface. 10 circular indentations, each about an inch across, surround the mirror.
Waku, how many eyeballs do you have?
And she puts her 3.
We have all 10. I
we
think.
have all
We
10?
don't check. 1, 2, 3,
You have 9.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're
No.
missing 1.
You are.
We are?
It's gotta be that potion. Damn it.
I don't want to do the potion.
I couldn't figure out what it was wanting us to do there.
As you insert the eyeballs into the indentations correctly, each illuminates as it is clicked into place. As you insert them, you become progressively unhealthier in the reflection of the mirror, losing weight, hair, and teeth, until, with only one missing, for all intents and purposes, you look like zombie forms of yourselves in the reflection.
Like doodle people?
I see dead people. I see dead us.
So, we have to go figure out the soup.
Indeed.
I'll figure that shit
But
out.
the good news is, hopefully, we'll have 4 brains working on it next time, as
Oh,
we
thank goodness.
are going to wrap things up for today there.
Oh, thank goodness, because my brain has not. No.
Okay, congratulations. Yes, well done. You've survived. You have found a place to long rest.
Oh, yeah, we could do that after we do soup, right?
And at the end of this level, you could, yeah.
Okay.
Just need to get through this door.
Wait. The eyeballs is still part of this level?
Hmm?
Son of a bitch.
Well, this eyeball door is on the same level, yeah. Okay, and we shall see how you do there. Thank you, everybody. Absolute pleasure to have you all joining us. Thank you for the follows and the gifted sub and the bits. We are going to head off raiding into some friends of ours soon, but let's just say goodbye to these fine people first before we head on our way. Let me liven things up on the Sirenscape a little bit. Okay, so down the bottoms up, Amaris.
That's
What
me.
you up to on the
Hi.
material plane?
Oh, we're surviving, not thriving. Well, you can find me on the YouTubes at Maddie's Bookshelf, and occasionally appearing on Quest Junkies over there with the lovely Patch who just celebrated his birthday. Happy birthday!
Yay!
friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kids on Bikes is finishing, and second episode should be airing soon of Maddie's DM debut.
Fab. And up above you is Waku.
Hi. I'm Josh. I'm a simulacrum built for the sole purpose of playing Dungeons & Dragons. If you do not watch this channel, you're not going to find me anywhere else on the internet. Don't look for me. It's not there. When I am not here on this channel, I am being stuffed in a closet, put in the basement, otherwise hidden from human eyes so that I can only fulfill the single purpose of which I have been.
We could put you over in
or for which
Islay with the rest of the snowiness over there.
Mhm.
You can hang out with your snowy construction brethren.
When did you get upgraded to a closet?
Basically, whenever John has like company over,
Oh,
puts me
okay.
wherever is convenient.
Okay, that's fair.
If I interact with other human beings, I may get some ideas, he says. So
That's fair. That's fair.
Anyway.
You are that way.
Well,
if
Seraphis,
you don't come back,
we all remember.
I will remain in my long suffering. So please come back so we don't get canceled.
This is such an extensive bit every time.
I love it. I live for the fact of asking Josh how he gets out of the basement. It is one of my favorite parts of the
It's a good
entire.
Rightio, thank you everybody. We are going to leave you there, but we are QuestJunkiesUK, and we play lots of D&D and other TTRPGs. If you want to find out what's going on with us, come in and hang out in the Discord, get all the news about things before anywhere else, and get the chance to vote on what campaign we're going to play next, and see character art when it's released, and all that cool stuff. You can also post what's going on with you, and hang out with some nice peoples. And if you want to catch up on our VODs, all of the Tomb of Annihilation ones except for today, and all of the Humblewood ones are all up to date. I'm catching up on the others as well, so check out all of those. And we would like to say a lovely thank you to, timely Streamlabs drop there, the lovely folks over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, that cool strategy game for your PC or other platform, where you control famous characters from Forgotten Realms lore or various actual plays across the internet. And you can do so with a free Electrum chest with that code from us there. Check out that cool game there. That's valid until tomorrow, when a new one shall be kicking in. And that new one will be heralding the finale. It is the last episode of Humblewood. We are going to be having the final showdown between our heroes and the aspect of fire. Will they be able to save the forest and all of the cute critters within? We shall see. Do not miss the grand finale of that great adventure. We've had lots of fun playing that, and going to miss them, but we're looking forward to seeing when the new Hit Point Press Kickstarter comes out. Also, check out our good friends over at Trollord Games and all the Castles and Crusades stuff that they've got going on, and use those coupon codes there to head over to CZRPG and all the great stuff they've got for D&D, and the beautiful Click-Clack Math Rocks of the Phoenix Dice Peeps. You can get a coupon with them as well, get discounts on all their beautiful things. And if you enjoy music and sound effects like we've had today, check out the awesome Sirenscape to let your players in on the experience with all that fun music and sound effects that you can beam around the world, wherever they are, and enjoy playing with that. Okay, thank you everyone, absolute pleasure as always. We, as I said, will be back for the Humblewood finale, and then Fandelver and below at the weekend, until we return here to the jungles and the tombs beneath. Thank you all so much, but that's all for today. Stick around for the raid if you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. And until next time, as I say around these parts, oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi!
It's me.
Bye!